everybody, what is going on? It is Lewis for the original Game Boy, and today I am reacting to my predictions for the Euro 2020-2021 group stage that I did about a month ago. You will probably be able to see a iCard coming up somewhere around now-ish, maybe in like 10 seconds, I'm not quite sure, of that exact video. If you want to check out the whole video in its entirety, it happened about a month ago, and it pretty much just shows my predictions of what I thought that the Euro 2020, Euro 2021 group stage would end up. Like, who's going to be the top goal scorer, who's going to be this, who's going to be that, where they're going to all place, who's going to make it through, etc. And I'm going to react to that. I made a couple forfeits for certain things, and I wasn't not 100% sure if any of those ended up going true. If they did, you guys get some content. If you don't, well, I guess I'm lucked out on this one, but we will be doing many prediction videos in the future. So you will definitely see some forfeits in the future. If you stick with this channel, subscribe, like, all that kind of stuff, it really helps me out. Anyway, we will get on into the little bit of the reaction. Okay, for Group A, I am choosing numero uno, Italy. Now, this is kind of an obvious choice, and everyone assumed correctly. I mean, they literally won every single one of their 3 games, and not only that, they didn't concede a single goal in the 3 games. They dominated. They did amazing. Even though they had such high expectations, a lot of people thought these guys are going to do good. They beat those expectations. I was thinking maybe they'd tie a game here. They'd concede a couple goals, but they'd be able to outscore the others. They just was a rock in the defense, and they are 100% deserving of going into the round of 16. Okay, for Group A number 2, I'm going to make a bit of a bold prediction here. Now, a lot of people will be seeing the group and see that Switzerland's in there, and they are definitely going to make number 2 because they got the likes of Jan Sommer, they got Embolo, they got a lot of good star players, Shaqiri, they got a lot of good star players on big teams out there. But you know what? This might be because I'm a little bit biased as a Leicester City fan, but I think Turkey is gonna come number 2. Oh god. Oh god. I think the likes of Soyuncu and Kabak as well is gonna be a very formidable center back partnership. Kabak! What was I thinking? Kabak, I don't even know if he played. Soyuncu played like a wet noodle. Oh my god. I know everyone thought that Turkey was going to be the underdogs of this tournament, but why? Why did we all think this? Turkey was shit. They got fucked. Their defense was garbage. Their attacking line was garbage. Everything about them was just trash. Soyuncu and Kabak as a formidable defense. Oh my god, I was stupid. Well, and I feel like they're just going to be able to pull off enough clean sheets. Clean sheets? Clean sheet? They got scored on 7 times in 3 games. They scored 1 goal. And it was against a team also known as Switzerland who scored 3 on them in 1 fucking game. Okay, we gotta move on from Turkey because I could go on about how shit Turkey was at this Euros, but we really gotta move on to the next team. At number 3, I'm going to be putting Switzerland. So they have a good team, and like I said, I think Switzerland, depending on how well they play, could switch out with Turkey, but my final prediction is gonna be Turkey 2nd, Switzerland 3rd. I was right. Switzerland was good. Well, not great, but they didn't come last. I was not expecting them to come last. I was expecting them to come 3rd. I didn't think they were going to be good enough in 2nd. Shaqiri, they played a very good game against Turkey, but obviously didn't do as well, obviously losing against Italy. And you know what? It's a fair spot for Switzerland. We didn't all have high hopes for them, and you know what? It wasn't too bad. For number 4, I'm going to be putting Wales. Wales have Gareth Bale. They have Aaron Ramsey. 2 really old fuckers that can do some good things on a day and a day. And then the rest of the team are like fucking just farmers. They're terrible. I don't think I could actually, like, I could read the entire list of Wales players, point out Bale and Ramsey, and couldn't tell you another one from there. Maybe one or two, maybe, I'm not sure.
Well, I was wrong. Wales did amazing. Wales did great. I mean, they beat Turkey, but at this point, who can't beat Turkey? Fucking everyone can, because Turkey's garbage. Anyway, they tied with Switzerland. It was a good game. It was a very even match, and honestly, Switzerland should have probably come out, on paper, should have come out ahead of Wales, but Wales fought hard, and they did well. And even though they lost against Italy, they only lost 1-0 against a very strong Italy, and they were down a man in the 55th minute. They were down a man 55 minutes in. They really should have been pummeled, but they held back. They stayed strong, and it wasn't just Gareth Bale and Aaron Ramsey. Gareth Bale missed a penalty. Gareth Bale didn't even score. Aaron Ramsey scored one, and that was Kiefer Moore and one other Donnie that I don't even fucking know the name of. I don't know the name of any of them still, but they did great, and they honestly shocked me.
So here, if by the end of the group stage, if Wales is not at the bottom of the group, I will wholeheartedly just jump in my pool, fully clothed. I don't care. I'll put on extra layers. I'm just gonna jump in right now my pool isn't even clean. It is green and gross. Hopefully get shocked before I get shocked by Wales coming first in the group.
Welp. Here it is.
Okay, so my pool, not as green. Still not clean yet. Here's my puppy. Hey puppy, Milo. Hey boy, yeah, okay. Well, I guess I'll put this here. Here maybe, I don't know. I gotta take my bracelet off. Gotta take my bracelets off right here. Gotta take off this necklace. You're probably looking right at my dick. Okay, necklace is off. Oh, great. It's so gross in here, man. Oh, it might get getting clothes as well. I know, I shouldn't do it, boy, I know. I feel so gross. I just feel odd. I should probably get my shirt soaked as well. Okay, that's enough of that now. I am fucking soaked. I do not feel kind. I do not feel good. I am absolutely fucking drenched. I know, boy. Yeah, hello. Okay, we'll move on to the next group.
On to Group B now. Now, my top number one for Group B, it's gotta be Belgium. It's gotta be Belgium. Who else could it be?
Okay, it's a couple days later, and I just haven't been able to get around to finishing this video, so I might be able to get a couple more of these done, but it's gonna take a while. I'm sorry. Anyway, Belgium. Of course they made it through. Of course I was right. Belgium first. No one thought Belgium was gonna do bad in this tournament. Belgium's team is just so incredible. Like, Lukaku scored, I think, 3 goals, but they scored 7 altogether, so it's not even just Lukaku. It's like the whole team is just incredible, and we all knew that it was going to happen. It's not that much of a surprise.
Now, for second place, it's going to be similar to Group A, and it's a very big toss-up. Now, it's a toss-up between Russia and Denmark. I think Russia is going to be my number 2.
Fuck's sakes. I really thought they'd come second. They came last, scoring 2 goals and conceding 7. They did fucking terribly. We all thought,
well, at least I thought, how well they did in the 2018 World Cup. Yes, it was at their home ground, but I'm pretty sure they played at least half their games, like 2 of their games at St. Petersburg anyway. So, what the fuck did they, what? They played terribly, honestly, and they don't deserve second. I'm embarrassed that I even gave them that much credit, honestly.
Third going to be Denmark. Now Denmark could honestly shock the world and come first in the group. They have quality players. They have the likes of Eriksen, like I said, Schmeichel. They have these good players who play on top teams, but do they have it in them? Do they have the stability? Do they have the confidence? I don't think so. So that's why I'm going to be putting Denmark as third.
Honestly, I'm not too mad about this one. Denmark did end up coming second, but it was a 3-way tie between Denmark, Russia, and Finland, all on 3 points. Now, Russia deserved to be last, and I was way off with that one. But Denmark scored 5 and conceded 4. What's not terrible, but like realistically, conceding 4 goals is not exactly a second place finish. That should be a third place finish. But they came second, and I got it wrong. But you know what? I'm not too upset about that, and I would also like to put my heart out there for Eriksen's family and Eriksen himself. I hear he's having a better recovery than a lot of people hoped, and our hearts out to them.
And of course last, that unfortunately means Finland. Finland, I think they're going to be crashing out of this group stage in a heroic way. And by heroic, I mean absolutely fucking terrible.
They surprised me. They came third. Now they could have come second if they had a couple more better goal difference, but they could have also come last if they had a bit worse. But they'd have to have a lot worse to beat Russia. Anyway, Finland did a lot better than I thought they would, and you know what? I am pretty impressed by them. I don't think they made it into the knockout stages, but I'm still very impressed with how hard they worked. And honestly, I'm a little upset by that because I should have had a bit more faith in them. Anyway, after that horrific, that's the word I'm looking for. Definitely not heroic. Prediction of Group B. We'll move on to Group C now, and hopefully I can do just a little bit better.
First position, I'm going to be like every other person and say Netherlands. But the thing with Netherlands is, yes, they have a very good team. They got a great background, and they have some really good star players. But their star center back is going to be out. Van Dijk is ruled out for the entirety of the Euros, as of right now, as of when we're recording this. And, I mean, their best goalkeeper, nothing against him, it's Tim Krul.
I mean, realistically, they won all 3 games. They scored 8, they conceded 2. De Ligt was able to do well enough, and De Vrij as well. Both of them was good enough to fill in for Van Dijk's shoes a little bit, and Wijnaldum just killed it. Wijnaldum was leading that team, and he was ignoring all of the shit coaching from their manager. And they just decided, we're going to do it our way. And they did it their way, and it worked. It worked amazingly. They're into the next round. One prediction right for Group C. Let's keep it going.
As for second spot, I'm going to go with Austria. I think it's kind of obvious. I think Austria is going to make it into the next round. They're not going to make it ahead of Netherlands. I really doubt it. But if they don't make it into the next round, like if they don't even get, because I think they have a chance to make it in even if they come third. If they don't come second or first, I'll fucking do the cinnamon challenge. I'll just get a full teaspoon of cinnamon and just eat it. I don't care. They're making it through. It's gonna happen.
Whew. Thank you, David Alaba, for carrying that team to second place, because I really did not want my insides to just be burning from the cinnamon challenge. So, Austria did good. They came second. They got 6 points, 2 wins, 1 loss. Obviously, the loss against the Netherlands. I was pretty much bang on with this. I was pretty sure they were going to come second. I didn't think they were going to beat Netherlands, and they definitely beat the other 2. So, they did good. Another solid prediction in Group C.
As for third, Ukraine. they're just not good enough. They're just not good enough of a team, and do I think they have a chance of coming second? Not really, no.
They played okay. They played about as underwhelming as I assumed they would. It wasn't anything crazy. They beat North Macedonia. I mean, that's not much to do. And they lost the other 2 games. It's a kind of a boring prediction. I think all 4 of this group was kind of boring anyway. I mean, it was very obvious where everyone would go, and you can assume I've gotten 4 for 4 now because I've gotten 3 out of 4. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. Bringing up my average just a little bit. I do think Ukraine are through into the next round. I think they're playing Sweden, so that's a pretty good matchup for them. So we'll see how far they actually can get in this tournament.
And finally, 4th. Oh, North Macedonia. You're never gonna make it into I really shouldn't be doing 2 predictions here, but I know for a fact this one will not come true. If somehow North Macedonia makes it out of the group, I will go into my local superstore and just scream at the top of my lungs.
My anxiety was freaking out after I made that video because I was like, knowing my luck, they're gonna pull out something incredible and not come last and make it out of the group somehow. I don't know how. Like, maybe if they beat Ukraine, then they would make it out just as that. But they didn't even try. It didn't even look like they were trying. Like, obviously they were the worst team in the tournament on paper, but they weren't even trying to make it through. Like, they didn't have any heart to their team, and they came dead last. 0 points. It was a extremely boring team to watch, and 4 out of 4. That's like the most exciting thing about North Macedonia in this whole tournament. Hey. After dodging 2 bullets, let's move on to Group D.
Okay, we are on to Group D now, and for Group D, it's gonna be England. Number 1. It's coming home, boys. If you don't know, I think I already mentioned this. I'm from Leicester. I'm from England.
Well, yeah, at this point, England is coming home. I mean, we have to play Germany in the next game, so we might be out. It might not be coming home as much as we hope, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. We did good. We came first, like I said, and everything's gonna be fine. It's definitely coming home.
And number 2, obviously it's gonna be Croatia. England and Croatia are 2 very, very strong teams, very formidable teams. That Croatia's going to be making it through. England's gonna be making it through.
I mean, I was right. They're both formidable. They're both gonna go through. But honestly, England and Croatia both, I think, underperformed in the group stage. They both had higher expectations to what they did. I mean, Croatia barely made it into second. England tied against Scotland, and honestly, it wasn't that great of a performance from either of them. But it's another correct prediction. It's another correct prediction. That's what we're doing today. We're making sure I predict right. I think Croatia's going to do well. I mean, I'm watching the Croatia game right now, the Croatia versus Spain game, and they're winning 1-0 at the moment. So, I mean, they are obviously playing better now than they did in the group stage, but we'll see how they fare in the rest of the tournament.
As for number 3, Scotland, Robertson's hometown, McTominay's team, they're coming 3rd.
Wasn't great for me. I mean, realistically, they were not as good as I thought they would be. I had a lot more hope for them. I thought they had a chance of even coming 2nd. But no, they weren't as good as I thought. I thought they would be brutes of the tournament. I thought they'd put in some muscle, but they weren't really there. I mean, they got a 1-1 draw with England, but besides that 1 draw, they lost the other 2 games. It was a bit weak from them, honestly. I expected more, but it is what it is. I mean, just on certain days, that teams can be bad, and Scotland was having bad days every day. So, yeah. I lost this prediction.
And finally, 4th, it's gonna be the Czech Republic, unless Petr Cech can do some fancy fucking shit like he did with Chelsea and somehow sneak his way onto the team sheet after he's literally retired. I don't think they have a sweet chance in hell of making it anywhere above fourth. I think they're gonna crash out like many of the other teams in this tournament.
Well, good thing I didn't make a bet on this one because I was so wrong. Will NE and his fucking half line goal, whatever the fuck. Oh my god, I'm so tired. It's like middle of the day. Anyway, it's like the goal from Patrick Schick, that was incredible. The whole team was fighting. The whole team deserved it. And if it wasn't for the last game, I honestly believed they were coming second. I genuinely believe they were coming second. And honestly, I think they deserve to come second. I'm just impressed by them, if anything. I'm annoyed that I got the prediction wrong. Couldn't be any higher than fourth. And that they were fighting for second. They were in first. They were in fucking first after the second game. Oh my god. Oh my god, got this prediction so wrong. After that, we'll move on to Group E.
Moving on to Group E now, I think title of Group E is going to belong to the Holy Spain. The Spaniards are going to make it through. Of course they're going to make it through.
Well, you'd think Spain would come first. They didn't, though.
They're coming first. They're gonna be too far ahead of the rest of the group. They are going to dominate. And honestly, if they don't come first, I will eat a bowl of whatever cereal I have in my cupboard at the time, but put like juice, or I'll put juice in there. I'll eat cereal with juice in it instead of milk.
You've got to be fucking kidding me. Play the clip. Okay, let's have some fun, you know, as we do. Grab my fucking Cheerios. Grab a bowl. Any juice in here? There's a little bit. We'll finish it off. Just some random ass strawberry kiwi juice at the bottom of the thing. Let me just set this camera up. Just give me 1 second. I'm not happy about this. I'm really not happy about this. Do I want to do this? No. I had a really good little lunch date not too long ago. Had some pizza. Had some Doritos. Why am I trying to put my Cheerios in the fridge? Had some pizza, some Doritos, had some nice cookies. My stomach is full and my stomach is happy. And now it's going to really hate me with a passion. Put this up here. Cheerios. Well, that just looks fucking wrong. Like, you can barely even see the juice. It's still very wrong. And because you guys probably don't want to watch me sit here at normal time eating this, I will just speed it up. That's fucking disgusting. I don't want to swallow it. Like, the Cheerios don't even taste that bad. It's just the... Oh, it just smells wrong. It smells like bread and then like candy. Those don't go together. Why do I do this to myself? It's so gross. Like, I didn't actually think it was gonna be this bad. But this is actually upsetting me. Now, before you guys are getting any fucking funny ideas, I'm not drinking the juice at the end. I'll eat every Cheerio, but I'm not drinking the juice at the end. All gone. And so is my will to fucking live. Goodbye.
As for second of Group E, I think it's going to be Poland. Poland has the power of Lewandowski. They has the power of Szczesny. So they have the two ends of the field. And they got the likes of Zielinski and a couple others here and there. They got Milik. They've got They've got a good enough foundation of a team. And I think they are going to be able to come out of the group feeling pretty confident in themselves. They're going to come second.
Confident in themselves. Yes, they scored 4 goals, but they conceded 6. They came bottom of the group. That was terrible prediction. Why? They did awful. They did absolutely terrible. That's enough backing Poland for me. That I am done.
As for third, it's going to be Sweden. I think it's going to be Sweden. I mean, they have the likes of Isaac, and they have a couple other good players from some bigger teams, but realistically, are they better than Poland? No. Are they better than Spain? Not a fucking chance.
No, they didn't beat Spain, but they could have. They tied 0-0. It was anyone's game, and they beat Poland. What was I even talking about with Isaac? And they got a couple good players here and there, but nothing special. Forsberg absolutely annihilated it. He did amazing for the team. Oh, so Sweden absolutely blew it out of the water. They came first, and my prediction was way off.
And finally, Slovakia. See, the thing is with Slovakia for number 4 is I think Slovakia and Sweden could switch out. I think either Slovakia or Sweden could tie 1, win 1, lose 1, and just kind of remain in that third position. But I think Sweden's just going to edge out Slovakia in this group stage tournament, and I think Slovakia is going to come rock bottom of this group.
I wasn't far off. I mean, Slovakia didn't do great. They came third, only beating Poland, and everyone else in the group beat Poland, so it's nothing amazing. Wait, I think Poland tied 1 game, but still, nothing crazy. But they could have came last, and my prediction could have come true, but of course it didn't, and we got 4 out of 4 wrong for this group. Let's hope as we move into Group F that I can at least get a couple more points just to bring up my average just a little bit.
For number 1, though, I'm thinking it's going to be France. I'm fairly confident with the team that France have currently that they are going to make it through. They're going to come first or second. I'm pretty certain they're going to come first. I think they're going to come first so much that if they don't, I will wholeheartedly make a sandwich that is just bread and like 5 fake square cheese slices, and I will just eat it. I don't care how gross that is.
Thank God France was as good as I thought they were going to be, because my stomach, I don't think, could handle any more shit going in it after the cereal incident. France, of course, did well. We all knew they were going to do well. It wasn't a big surprise. I mean, they're the reigning world champions, so they got to do good. Or at least they got to hope to do good. But they followed through with it. They did as good as they could. Came first. I think they tied a game. But either way, on the last day of the year, the last game of the year they tied. But either way, they did well. They came first, and we got a first out of 4 predictions in this group. What is good?
As for number 2, I'm pretty confident in saying Germany.
2 for 2 in the group of death that everyone said was going to be difficult to predict. Germany came second. I was right. Germany came second. Kimmich did good. The entire German squad played well. Gosens did amazing. 2 for 2. Let's go.
And for third, everyone hates to hear it, but Ronaldo will be crashing out of the Euros, or at least coming third. I think he can stay in, like I said earlier, but he's definitely coming third. Him, Bruno Fernandes, and Jota, they have some really good players, but I think they just don't have it in them to match France and Germany's drive right now. I feel like France and Germany winning the last 2 World Cups, I feel like they just have this thing about them where they want to keep winning.
Now, even though I got the prediction right, I'm still a little annoyed in myself because I was saying how France and Germany have this drive because they won the last 2 World Cups. Yes, France has a responsibility to try and win the next Euro after winning the World Cup. That makes sense. Germany won the World Cup in 2014, and there's only like maybe 1 or 2 people on that team that's still there that was on the World Cup winning team. I forgot to mention the fact that Portugal won the last Euros. So that would probably be enough of a drive to keep them going. But either way, I got the prediction right. They came 3rd. They were a little bit underwhelming, but they played well at times. It was a difficult group, and understandably, 3rd is where I put them, and 3rd is where they went.
And 4th, poor old Hungary. Hungary's manager or coach or whatever, like they must have saw the lineup that they have to deal with for the Euros and just fucking swore. Like they probably looked at it and just went, what in the fuck is this? This is fucking ridiculous. This is not even fucking fair. Yes, they have the likes of Galaxy and they have a couple of the good players here and there, but let's be honest, there is no way they're coming anything but last.
See, I said there was no way they were coming anything but last, but it was down to the last day, and on the last day, they tied, and so did the other 2 teams. So they could have come. They could have knocked one of those big 3 teams out. They didn't in the end. I got 4 out of 4 predictions, and we brought it back. Let's go. We will move on to, like, the individual predictions, but as of, like, 2014 predictions, I am done, and I did well. I got a passing grade, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. I passed. Let's go.
I think for the most goals, I'm gonna say Lukaku. Now Harry Kane is also up there. Harry Kane is a goal-scoring machine, but so is Lukaku. Inter Milan have been doing great this year, and is heavily due to Lukaku's presence. He's doing bits for them, and I think that mixed with the group that they found themselves in, I think he's just gonna score. I'm gonna say he's gonna score. There's only 3 games. I'm gonna say he's gonna score 4 or 5.
I don't think that was a bad guess. I mean, he scored 3 in the end, but I just completely forgot about Ronaldo. You know, like one of the best players ever. He scored 5. Ronaldo scored 5 goals in the group stages. Came first, and I think second was 3 goals, and it was Lukaku. But yeah, no, Ronaldo absolutely destroyed it. So I was wrong there.
So for the most clean sheets, and now there's only 3 games played, so there's only going to be a max of 3. So there's probably going to be a couple. There's going to be multiple people with the clean sheets, but my contesters, I think, are going to be here. I'm pretty sure Lloris has a good chance at it. Now, Lloris has been iffy with Tottenham recently, but for some reason he always tends to shine with the France team. I think David De Gea has a very good shot because he's in a fairly easier group, and he also shines pretty well in European competition. And I think I can also say either Ter Stegen or Neuer are going to pull off the most amount of clean sheets as well.
Okay, so I was not too far off with De Gea. De Gea only conceded 1 goal. France, Lloris conceded 3, and then Neuer conceded 5. So those 2 were a little bit off. There was 2 teams that ended up getting 3 clean sheets, and it was Donnarumma for Italy and Pickford for England. How the fuck did Pickford end up getting 3 clean sheets? We only scored 2 goals, but he managed to keep 3 clean sheets. So I was completely wrong with that one. Completely off. Close with De Gea, but still no cigar.
And finally, for most assists, I'm gonna say De Bruyne, because I mean, obviously, if you're going by my word, Lukaku's gonna get the most goals. I feel like De Bruyne is just going to be able to assist so many of those. He's just such a talented baller, and I don't see him not creating so many chances.
Okay, De Bruyne got 2. The most was 3. It was like 4 different people who got 2, so De Bruyne wasn't actually as special as I thought he would be.
and Zuber for Switzerland and Højbjerg for Denmark got the most assists. What? What? I mean, I'm impressed. I'm just impressed. Wow. Okay, I was wrong. Definitely wrong. But impressive. Impressive nonetheless. And that'll actually end off this video. Thank you all for watching this video. It is a little bit longer of an episode, but if you like these longer episodes, if you like these predictions, if you like these forfeits, please let me know down in the comment section. I hope you all have an amazing day. See ya, and peace.